everyone, my name is Ngningone II. Today I have to introduce you to who you are, children of Africa. Okay, so this message I'm about to deliver is strictly for the African people, you know, wherever they are, America, Brazil, in Latino America. If you are African, okay, let's begin from there, and found yourself in the Americas through the slave trade, you have to understand you come from somewhere. So basically, you came from a kingdom somewhere in Africa, all right? So what does it mean? Where there's a king, there's a crown, and where there's a crown, there's a covenant between God and that group of people, all right? So this is the first step. The crown legitimizes the group of people on earth, basically gives us our place, recognized by God if we have a crown king, and behind that crown there's rules, there's mandate, you know, given by God. At least that's the case in African crowns. The Europeans, they have all different kind of way of becoming kings, okay? Two different worlds. So what is the foundation of African crowns? Is the principle of oneness. Our people say, Bantu wa mukalenga wa Bantu. In Chuluba, it means the king is his people and his people are his crown. So the king and his people are one. Somebody tell you you're not from a royal home, why you consider yourself? Say no, because our crowns are founded on the principle of oneness. The king is his people and his people are his crown. You know the word, what does it mean? It means me and my king are one. What my king has, I have. My king's blessings are my blessings. What comes from the top spreads. Okay? And whatever your king has, you have, including his weapons. We will get into it. Okay? The ruling principles of most African crowns are, so truth at the top, which represents God himself, love the man, and light woman. Okay? The woman's job is to illuminate the man. So these are our ruling principles. These are the ruling principles European kings did not want to. So the selection process of kings. So the heir apparent to the throne is usually picked by the custodian of the crown at that time. And we have a system which would be considered as the electoral college, which is made of the dead kings. So they will certify the king's pick or reject the king's pick. So among other qualities, a crown king or a crown king or queen cannot be a pussy. Yes, I said that. So it's to say, don't let the smile fool you. Don't let the accent fool you. I know some of you are getting agitated and making little stupid videos, calling people all kind of names. Be careful with that. I'm a crown queen. I'm heavily armed. So that which you don't know, don't mess with. You don't know who set me on this journey, okay? The crown king will basically choose a point, a prince apparent to the throne, and then the equivalents of the electoral college, which are the dead kings and God, because they are the ones on the other side. Why do they have to give the final say so? Because on their side, they can scan the heart of the candidate. The number one requirement for you to be crowned king, you have to have a no, but they feel it deep down. They don't look at Africans or our people from the Caribbean as other My messages are for you because your people are coming for you. Some of you are the chosen ones. The destroyed kingdoms of Africa, they're starting crowning their children. Okay? So, if in a dream you are thrown a staff, catch it. Okay? That's your ruling power. That's your leadership. And it comes with gifts. They will tell you exactly what they want you to do. Okay? Your ancestors want to establish contact. We have tough days ahead of us and they want us prepared. We need to heal. In order for us to heal, we need to unite. There's no all the way around it, period. I am here to come help you heal. You have to understand your roots and why they did everything to you from your roots. First of all, by telling you that your forefathers, who were the richest man on earth at that time, they sold you, served them in so many levels. Let me break it down to you. Number one, it instantly makes you an orphan. You are in captivity. So even if you were to break free, you will not dare go there. So that's why many of you, even after slavery was abolished, you didn't dare come back home because rightfully so in your mind, you were whipped to believe that we sold you out. So you feel like you're homeless. It served another purpose. Spiritually, it cuts you off from your roots because by just acknowledging that you are African, you let the people on the other side know that you still know that they are with you. So when they cut you from that root, from that very powerful root, why do you think that they came after your name? It's because after the fall, they kidnapped our spiritual priests and torture them to reveal our spiritual secrets. So yes, they know more about you guys than you know about your own self. They know that the children of Africa are blessed with divine abundance. These were deals cut by our kings. That's why, whatever we touch is bound to multiply, okay? Let me give you a good example for you to know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, for example, you go eat somewhere, you enter a restaurant, you're like the only person. All the stuff is available to take care of you, and 5-10 minutes, the place gets packed full of people. That's a sign of our divine abundance. They call it, oh, you bring the crowd. No, I bring abundance. And it's time you compensate me accordingly. Remember the time Miss Oprah Winfrey had her show, and anything she introduced, anything she basically put on the show blew up. They call it the Oprah effect. That's our divine abundance, divine abundance, especially when you're from a crown home. Let's say your father ancestor was a crown king. That one is even multiplied, so they know that about many of you, and you don't even know it. That's how they're able to make you sign stupid contracts. So my people, stop signing stupid contracts. You make their brain and not the other way around. I know the spiritual role they know about our abundance. If they invest in us, their money, their abundance get multiplied. That's how they invest in an athlete, put $100 million behind him, knowing that $100 million will multiply them into $1 billion. Know your worth, my people. Asian people know that about us. That's why they're always in our communities. My nail lady, I'm going to share a little story. Her name is Lisa. I used to go there and stuff, and I noticed that she just started treating me with extra care. She will sometimes do a design and not charge for it and stuff like that. So one day I went and she started talking with her sister. So I told her, I'm almost positive you're talking about me. I don't understand Vietnamese, but she said, yeah, I'm telling my sister, you good luck. You good luck. When you come, we get busy. You good luck. They know that about us. Only us don't know that about ourselves. That's why it's important you stop supporting the businesses of people who mistreat us, people who don't want us in their establishment. Because our ancestors who work with us, they follow us wherever we go. You don't like a job, they treat you poorly, leave. You alone being there, you're making them wealthier. Okay? And another thing you need to know that Since spiritually we are all connected. Remember the oneness? That's why the killing of each other, it's a no-no. Because you know what? Our ancestors are very vengeful. Some families, when they were established, when their crown were established, vows were made, oaths were taken, words were spoken. So there's some tribes, you kill them, you shed their blood, you are bound to bury 7 in your lineage. And they don't stop until it is done. So you see how it works? In each clan, each tribe, they had their rules, okay? So when you kill each other, our dead, instead of concentrating their force, their powers, to kick some real behind that, they have to avenge each other. So long story short, peace among the living would mean peace among our dead. Hollywood has been telling you your story. Remember the Lord of the Ring, the Return of the King, Aragorn, or whatever his name was. The king who didn't even know he was king. They're telling you your story and you don't know, right? Did you remember the final battle when he rose an entire army of dead ancestors? These are your riders and you need to activate them. I'll tell you how. That's what queens are for.